Assalamualaikum. A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I haven't watched the drama series. When it was released, I wondered what all the excitement and fuss was about. After reading this book, I understand why. Although it's almost 800 pages, I breezed through it. It's an engrossing story. The story focuses on three noble houses: House Stark, House Lannister, and House Targaryen. Each chapter tells the story from the perspective of a member of a house. Lord Ned Stark was the head of House Stark and ruler of the North. He ruled from Winterfell, home of the Starks. Ned Stark and King Robert Baratheon, ruler of the Seven Kingdoms, were good friends since their youth. They fought together to bring down the Targaryen from the Iron Throne. The war was brutal. Most of the Targaryens were murdered, including the infant heir to the throne. Robert Baratheon was then proclaimed king and sat on the Iron Throne. King Robert's wife was Cersei Lannister. The Lannisters were an ambitious lot, cunning and deceitful. The Lannister stories are told from the perspective of Tyrion Lannister. Ned Stark received word that King Robert was on his way to visit him at Winterfell. While Ned and his wife Catelyn were happy to see their old friend, they weren't exactly thrilled because they had an idea of the purpose of his visit. Robert wanted to appoint Ned as the king's hand. Ned was very reluctant, but couldn't turn it down for fear of being seen disloyal. During this visit, Bran, who was Ned's son, accidentally discovered a secret about Cersei and her twin brother, which nearly cost him his life. While Bran lay unconscious, recovering from his injuries, a man was sent to kill him, but was stopped in the nick of time. Catelyn wondered why anyone would want to kill an injured child, which led her to conclude that what happened to Bran was not an accident. When the Targaryens lost the war, the queen fled into exile with her son Viserys. She was pregnant and died giving birth to her daughter Daenerys. Viserys and Daenerys grew up in exile. Viserys was determined to reclaim the Iron Throne. He arranged for Daenerys to marry Khal Drogo, a warlord who he hoped would provide him with an army. A few times throughout this book, Ned Stark had flashbacks to his dying sister Lyanna. "Promise me," she said to Ned. What he was asked to promise, I do not know. I have a feeling it will turn out to be an earth-shattering secret. Someone was playing a dangerous game. Someone seems to be pitting the Stark against the Lannisters. You wouldn't find out who and why in this book, but clues were peppered throughout the book. This is definitely a series worth reading. You can get this book using the links in the description. If you prefer to get the complete book set, the links are also in the description. If you like listening to me babbling about books, please subscribe and turn on notification. Thank you.